So, have you not gotten your Ontario Progressive Conservative membership card yet? Have you not received any information on when it's going to come? Have you not heard so much as a whimper from the party or anybody? Well, if you've answered yes to any or all of those questions, then you are in the same boat as me, my friend. I have not received anything in the mail regarding the Ontario PC Party membership or any of that stuff. And if I don't receive anything and if I'm not able to vote in this leadership election, I am going to raise the mother of all hells. I paid $10, and this is $10 that, I could have saved or done something else with. I expect to vote in this. Come hell or high water, I expect to vote in this. And if I don't, the Iran Nation is going to raise the mother of all hells. I don't know what's going on. First of all, I am dead set against any form of electronic or online voting. I think this is a disaster waiting to happen. I can just smell it. I mean, especially with all the troubled nominations that have been taking place in the Ontario PC Party. You have the thing in Ancaster, Dundas, Flamborough, Westdale, where, there's a police investigation going on into that PC nomination. The guy who won, who I don't know too well, but I know fairly well, Ben Levitt. I mean, that's under investigation. There are a whole bunch of nominations people are accusing of ballot stuffing and just rigged stuff, and it's gotten so bad that many innocent people who are running or who have run in the Ontario PC Party in nominations are being targeted with this. Newmarket Aurora is a perfect example. Charity McGrath, somebody I know very well and who I helped get her into the nomination to be the PC nominee for Newmarket Aurora against somebody named Bill Hogg, who is very red Tory, very establishment to his eyeballs, and who is now trying to accuse Charity of things that I'm pretty certain he or at least people around him tried to do to her. So this is just one big, huge mess. So as a result of all this, I mean, I don't trust online voting. Nevertheless, that's what we have right now. I mean, I hope that whoever the next leader is says that from now on, all leaders will be chosen with paper only. That's it. Because it's hard to stuff ballots. I mean, it's hard, but it's very easy to rig elections through electronics and online and all that stuff. But I haven't gotten anything yet. I did get a phone call from somebody who says she was working for my PC, the PC nominee for Durham, the Durham constituency. This is the constituency that I live in. And they asked me, "Oh, have you gotten anything in the mail yet?" And I said, "No, I haven't gotten anything. I haven't heard from anybody. I haven't heard anything. I paid the membership fee on time. I did everything. I signed up you all. I mean, I did everything. We did it together. We did it together. I don't know, maybe you guys have gotten something, but I haven't gotten anything." And it's very, very irritating when these things happen. So I don't know what's going on. But I tried calling the party because she gave me a number. She said she would let people high up know that Michael Arana has not gotten anything in the mail yet. And I'm still hopeful that I will get it by Monday because now they're saying that Monday is the last day that you can register with a code in the mail to vote. But it's Friday now, and I don't even know if how fast mail gets delivered on weekends. So it looks like I'm pretty much screwed here, which means that the mother of all hells is going to break loose on Monday. But she gave me a number, and that number was the number to the PC headquarters. And I already have that number, but she gave it to me in a 1-800 format. And usually when you call the Ontario PC Party, there's an automated voice telling you, Press this if you want to go to this. Press this if you want to go to this. Press 0 if you want to speak to an operator. This time it's just a recorded message when you call it. It says, welcome to the Ontario PC Party. If you want information on your membership, click 1. You click 1 and it's just some automated message saying, oh, give us time, it'll come, blah, blah, blah. It should be here either today, tomorrow, or whatever. No, I like talking with humans. Companies and businesses and organizations need to understand this. Automated messages suck. I'm not even going to tell you what they suck because, children might be watching. I don't know. But they suck. I hate them. They are disgusting. Don't come to me with automated crap. I want to talk to someone in the flesh so I can ask them questions and rake them over the coals. So that's the thing. But it seems as though when you finally do press the right button to speak to an operator, there's an automated voice saying, we're experiencing a high number of calls. Go online to check your status. And then the phone hangs up. So I don't know what's going on. This is really, really, really concerning for me. Now, I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories. The only conspiracy theory I will say is that this is online and I don't trust it. This vote is online and I do not trust it. Number one, I'll tell you this right now. The people in the Ontario PC Party, and I'm talking about the elites, not the people working in the party, not some kid who wants to be a politician when he's a big boy who works for some student. I'm talking about the big old boys up there. The big old boys in the party. They don't like Doug Ford. They don't like Doug Ford. They don't like any of the Fords. The Fords are like the plague to them. These are cowardly type of conservatives who, when they see a Ford, we don't want Ford. So I don't trust this whole online thing because who's to say that they're going to do the same thing to Ford that they've done to all these other people in nominations? And I'll tell you this, Ford is ahead. I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. I myself have created polls. I have groups on Facebook full of conservatives in Ontario. Thousands and thousands. Like, the one group I have is consisted of 3,000, over 3,000 people. And the second group I have is consistent of over 5,000 people. And I put polls up there where Ontario residents vote for Ontario conservatives vote for who they want to be the next leader of the Ontario PCs. In every poll that I put, the majority is Ford. The next one is Christine Elliott. Usually the next one is Caroline Mulroney. And then Tanya is either at the bottom. When Patrick Brown was there, it was one of the polls had Caroline in third place, and the other poll had Tanya in third place. Well, that was when Patrick was in there. And what's strange is that even though Doug Ford isn't actively trying to get Patrick voters, I've noticed that quite a few Patrick voters in that poll who I saw were Patrick voters who they wanted to be the leaders went to Ford. Not all of them, not most of them, but quite a handful of them. So I know Doug Ford is at least in a very, very good position. This is the same thing I saw with Patrick Brown. And my polls that I post online are the most accurate. They are more accurate than these establishment polls, these traditional mainstream polls. In 2014, I believe in 2014, 2015, everybody said Christine Elliott was going to win. All the polls said it was going to be Christine Elliott in a landslide. Patrick Brown was going to be destroyed. I posted many polls, just like I am doing today now, and all the polls were saying, Patrick Brown, this guy, Patrick Brown. I'm like, this can't be right. I'm never going to do this again. And he ended up winning. And those polls had him up. My polls had him up by quite a lot. And he ended up winning on the first ballot. The federal election, I posted polls. And my polls predicted it was going to be a toss-up between Andrew Scheer and Maxime Bernier. All the polls were saying Maxime Bernier was going to win on the first ballot, yada, yada. And my polls, one of my polls said Andrew Scheer was going to squeak out a victory. One of my polls said Maxime was going to squeak out a victory. But it was going to be so close, it wouldn't even, and it ended up being close. Like 1 percentage point, less than 1 percentage point, Andrew Scheer ended up winning. So my poll is pretty accurate. So at the very least, Doug Ford is in a very good place right now. And these Ontario PC establishment people know it. And I'm worried that they are going to try and sabotage Doug. That's what I'm worried about. I'm very worried about that. But I don't want to go into too many conspiracy theories, but this is just common sense. This is just things that I've observed. And this is all online. I haven't gotten my thing yet. I mean, everybody knows I'm supporting Doug Ford. I ain't supporting Tanya Grant. She's my second choice. And if you excuse me, if my voice sounds weird, I'm coming down with something. My choice will be Doug Ford first, Tanya Grenic-Allen second, and the rest can go to hell. I'm not going to support the rest. It doesn't make any sense to support the rest. Because Christine Elliott and Caroline Mulroney are just more of the same establishment, elitist, cowardly conservatism. And I am sick of that. I am sick of it. I am so sick of it. And the thing with Tanya is that I agree with everything she says. But the thing with her is that if you elect her as leader, she's going to lose viciously. The NDP is going to eat her up, spit her out, or swallow her and shit her in the toilet, flush the toilet, and spray the bathroom. That's it. She is, because the only time she talks about things that are not social conservative issues are when she's on the debate stage. But her main focus, her main passion are social conservative issues. Now, I'm a social conservative. Doug Ford is a social conservative. Probably more than she is. I'm telling you. Probably more than she is. I'm telling you. But the problem is that that's really all she likes to talk about. And if you go to Ontarians who are concerned about high hydro rates, the high cost of living, lack of jobs being cut, job hours being cut, all this sort of stuff, all this carbon tax, all this stuff, all this disaster that's going on in Ontario, traffic, Ontario is in a disastrous place right now. And you come up to them on their doorstep and you say, oh, well, the sex ed, I want the sex ed thing too. I want parents to have the choice to allow the school to teach them that stuff. I don't think that we should be teaching our children that there are more than two genders and all that other stuff, and anal sex and all that other stuff. But if that's all you really talk about to people in Ontario, they are going to get so angry with you. They are going to and the PC party will be ruined. Doug Ford has a number of things that he talks about. First of all, he's the people's choice. Second of all, the establishment can't control him. Third off, he is not committed to anyone but the people of Ontario. He gives out his phone number, for crying out loud. I have it in my phone right here. So even if you don't agree with Doug Ford on some things, at least you know that if he's premier, you have a direct access. You have direct access. You have the ear of the most powerful person in Ontario. Probably the second most powerful person in Canada, I think. The Premier of Ontario, I'm saying, would probably be the second most powerful person in this whole country. That's what I'm saying. So can you imagine having the ear, having a direct line to the second most powerful person in this country? Doug Ford, if he's Premier? I don't see Tanya giving out her phone number. So that's that. But I'm concerned that this whole online voting and all this stuff is going to really, really, I'm worried that some monkey business is going on. But bottom line, the reason I'm making this video is so that if you haven't gotten anything yet, just so you know, the Arana Nation, I haven't gotten anything either. I'm in the same boat as you. And congratulations to the people who have gotten it. Vote Doug for it. This is the Arana Nation.